In this video we're taking a look at these, the Saucony Kinvara 12.
Just another sunny day in Southern California. It's where the people came to play. Don't let them transform you. Come and see what you've been missing on a little slice of heaven. It's the only place we're living. It's that West Coast point of view. Easy when it's always summertime fun. You and I get free attitude. Who cares what the people think? It's been turning kinda gray in Southern California, but I'm allergic to the rain. What happened to euphoria?
What is up, people, and welcome back to 40 Runs. How are we all doing? Let me know in the comments, and while you're down there, tell me, do you own a pair of Kinvara? Which model? Let me know in the comments, and how do you feel about it? And also, while you're down there, tell me, what do you think? I think this looks awesome. I love the way they're carrying over the sort of endorphin look to this shoe. I think it looks great, and some of the colorways are awesome. The way they're sort of chucking colors at it, looks very retro. Totally digging it. Oh, and while you're down in the comments, get over to the description and hit that link to the 40 Runs Facebook community on Facebook. Right, so is this shoe any good? Well, in this video we're going to find out, so let's get stuck in. Okay, so stats and features time. Let's get that out of the way like we always do, and shh, don't tell her, but I've nicked him again. And this shoe weighs 8.1 ounces, which is, I'm looking for the grams, it's 231 grams. The shoe is £120, which is not too badly priced. We've got a knit upper on the shoe. It's got power run cushioning in the midsole, flexible sole design, which quickly to give you that transition from landing to takeoff, engineered mesh upper for structure, blah, blah, blah. Recycled PET linings, which is good, rubber at toe and heel for durability, form fit, performance contour footbed, and form to you memory foam technology in the footbed. In terms of drop, it is 4 millimeters. So I see this shoe for me against the Evo Ride and the Skechers Razor 3 Plus. It is a lightweight daily trainer, more towards those sort of tempo runs if you're looking at this shoe. But let's get going through the sort of features of it before we get into how it feels. Firstly, I'm going to put this out there. Do you think this is the worst pull tab in the history of running shoes? It's actually a musical instrument. Saucony have created a musical instrument on their shoe. Do you think that's the worst pull tab you've ever seen? It's actually quite sharp, so be careful not to cut your finger. Why they just didn't stitch that to there, I've got no idea. But anyway, you've got this heel counter on the back, which is adding structure, which is awesome. You've got the overlays, which are adding structure down the sides. You've got a breathable, super breathable mesh upper on it. You've got a very racy tongue. I've not ran in the other version, the version 11, but the pictures I've seen of it and the reviews I've seen of it, the tongue looks a lot thicker than this. And this has got like this sort of awesome quilted sort of material they've stuck on the back. It is super nice. I love the detailing on it, and it lays nicely over your foot. Lacing is cool, as you'd expect from Saucony. You've got the sort of hoof on the back with the power run, very Hoka Carbon X2. On the outsole you've got these bits of rubber, and then you've got like the previous version of the Kinvara, you've got the exposed sort of rubberized midsole providing the grip. I love the way they've sculpted out the midsole. Don't you think it looks awesome, the way they've sculpted it out to try and help you along your way? I think that's about it. Oh, in terms of fit, it is, it's not as narrow as Saucony's used to be, but it is on the narrow side. So if you do have a wide foot, just a bit of a heads up, make sure you check your sizing. I think I said it before, I'm a UK 9.5 in this shoe. And I wouldn't say I got any heat spots, but I did notice the outside of the shoe here, where I've been running more on my sort of toes, because this is a sort of up-tempo, racier shoe, and I've been more towards the forefoot striking I have noticed that little bit of pressure down here on the shoe. So just be aware. It's not, you know, like with the Pro and the Speed and the Ride, they seem to have got the sizing sorted, but I don't know, they just seem to have gone a little bit narrow on this shoe. It's not like a Pegasus, by the way, but it's definitely narrow. Enough foam around the heel to make it comfortable and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's probably about it on the stats and the features. Okay, so in terms of feel, this is firmer than I was expecting. I wasn't expecting as firm a ride as this. I think because where I've come from, like the Ride, and obviously you've got the Speed and the Pro and that lot, I definitely wasn't expecting it to be as firm as it was. I like a firmer ride, by the way, and I think like the Evo Ride and even the Razor 3 Plus, where it's got like that low stack height, more ground contact feel to it, definitely feels racier. I like that. I like that setup. But yeah, this was firmer than I was expecting. You really can feel the sort of ground underneath your feet, especially when you're really gunning it. Yeah, I don't know. It's, you know, and even, you know, as you eased off, the Power Run midsole, which is a good midsole, you could still quite feel that concrete underneath your feet. So it's not set up for you guys who are looking for those lazy days. And you know what, actually, this is the thing with the Kinvara, and I'll get onto this now, because I'm kind of struggling to see where this now sits in the Saucony lineup. And I tell you, and this is a problem that Saucony have created for themselves because they're doing such an awesome job with their shoes. Bear with me on this. You've got the Ride 13, which is about to be replaced by the 14, by the way, which is an evolution of the 13, which I think is still one of the best daily trainers out there. You've got that lightweight, perfect midsole, perfect in terms of upper and everything, a feel and everything about that shoe. And you sit there with that daily trainer and it can do literally everything. And then you've got, and they're down here actually, you've got the Speed, which is £155. And I think Saucony think that this sort of sits in the middle as that sort of transition from the Ride, which I should have brought up as well because they're in the garage. But you've got the Ride and then you go to the Kinvara, then you go to the Speed and then you go to the Pro. And that's a bit out of order on the Shift, by the way, because, excuse me, the Shift is a fantastic shoe as well in the Endorphin line, so it's kind of a bit unfair on the Shift. But this is sort of shifting more towards the Speed. I'm going to have to stop and have a drink. Right, I'm back, coughing fit. Right, but yeah, this is sort of shifting more towards that sort of racing feel. And this is where the problem lies. I'm going to put that down. This is where the problem lies. This is £120, right? If you're looking for something a little bit racier from Saucony, why wouldn't you just buy the Speed? Do you see what I mean? I mean, maybe the Speed doesn't suit you, but I don't know. I kind of trying to work it out because the Ride is such an awesome shoe. It's a lightweight daily trainer that literally does everything. You can do your speed work in it if you want to. If you're not lucky enough to have a million pairs of shoes and be able to have shoes specifically designed for like tempo sessions and all that sort of stuff, the Ride will do everything. Long runs, speed sessions, everything. And then you've got the Speed for race day or whatever, if you can't afford or can't even get your hands on the Pro, because the Speed does everything and it does it really, really well. So I'm kind of struggling to see where the Kinvara sits in the whole thing. And it's a problem that Saucony have created from being awesome. Yeah, would you agree or not? I think this is more suited towards people who are looking for a daily trainer, but a really up-tempo daily trainer. So maybe like you faster runners out there who like that sort of, you know, that lower stack, that more ground contact, that more sort of natural feeling daily trainer with less stack, less, I've not got them up here, but like the New Balance 1080 version 11 or the A6 Gel Nimbus, for example, you know, where you've got a lot more in the midsole in terms of cushion and stuff like that. This is more of a natural daily trainer, more towards, like I said, the Evo Ride. And it'd be good, you know, to compare this when it finally comes out, the Evo Ride 2. I think that'd be a good comparison. And also I will do a comparison against these because I think these are very similar in terms of where they sit. If you like, again, like me, something that's a bit racy for your daily trainers, low sort of stack height, but nice feel off the ground. You know what I mean? This is probably where you're looking. Although I do prefer the Hyperburst over the Power Run. I don't know, it's just that little bit softer, that little bit more sort of snap out of it. So yeah, so this is the thing with the Kinvara. They've almost gone too racy with it. And it's not like, you know, like an SL20 from Adidas. That's £100, so, you know, get the SL20. I don't know. I'm a bit confused. It's left me confused, but it's not a bad thing. It's a problem created by Saucony from being awesome. If you want a daily trainer from Saucony, get the Ride. If you want sort of a racing or racier shoe from Saucony, buy the Speed or buy the Pro. You know, £155, £120. If you can get the other 30 quid together, you know, £35, even if my math is right, go for the Speed. See where I'm going, people? Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you agree or not? And that's the thing. So there's nothing wrong with this shoe. It's all about personal choice. Whether you like that racing feel, whether you like that lower stack height, whether you like that harder ride, you're going to dig it, right? But it's definitely moved away from that more daily trainer, more towards that racier end of the line. But I think, you know, if you're looking for a daily trainer from Saucony, you go for the Ride. And like I just said, probably about 1 million times now, if you're looking for a more racier shoe, you buy the Speed.